Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Zachary Nolan.
And my name is Carter Nolan.
Okay, and before we get started, also, do be sure, this is just a quick thing before we get into the Star Wars content that we are going to talk about today. If anyone is familiar with our Jets content, myself, Carter has way too much time in his hands doing things responsibly. Coach Ryan, as we like to call him, from Hot Garbage Sports, and Jake from Peg City Hockey are doing a collab, which should be dropping tomorrow sometime. It is a podcast. It is an hour long, which is pretty much talking about Jets, talking about hockey. Go ahead and check it out, because you know what? That'd be great. And it's three separate Jets fans that all have good views. It's dropping. The first episode is going. You can probably find it on Spotify, Apple Music, and stuff. But you can definitely find it on YouTube at Peg City Hockey. So go check that out. Yep. Especially if it's dropped, go subscribe to him as well. Now, let's get into what you all came here to see, I'm guessing. Bad Batch.
Episode 2.
Episode 2. Cut and run. Okay, so I'm just going to first give you the non-spoiler review, and then I'll give you the spoiler review afterwards. So, short, brief. This episode is good. It's not great, it's good. And it serves more as a character building episode than anything else. It uses events that don't have the most amount of meaning behind, or most amount of importance to them. There's hints at things that could be more beneficial in the future, but not as much to say as visual hints. You verbally hear, or verbal and dialogue between characters hints at greater things that we will see in the future. It's beginning to look more like the Empire that we know, but it is still obviously in the early stages. And honestly, other than that, I would say the character building for pretty much all of them, to be honest. There's some way that it is improving.
Well, it works more for
it's a low gamble episode, I'll say. Low risk, low reward. Yeah. It's still good, though, obviously. And not every episode is going to be action and thriller. It's good.
It was necessary.
Yeah, so with that being said, now we have our spoiler review. So let me go into it.
First off, before we even go anything, we called it. We knew, we called it.
Yep. It's cut. The Deserter.
The Deserter. As soon as I searched it up and I got Seleucami, I was like, Deserter. Good. And then we got, and then
so
when we
they
saw
get there.
The thing say Cut and Run, and you were like, oh, Cut was his name. I searched it up. I was like, yeah.
Okay, so let's go into it. So they pretty much arrive on the ship right away, and there's a nice touching scene of Omega seeing the sun for the first time, because people don't realize this, but Kamino is always dark.
And
Kamino is literally the London of the Star Wars universe. It's rain, more goddamn rain.
I was gonna say,
and also it's surrounded by water.
I was gonna say, so Vancouver stories. I was gonna say Vancouver is kind of like that too. A lot of the time.
I need a second opinion from Jake on that. Anyway, though, yeah.
A lot there.
So, they get there. There's a nice scene of her finding out what dirt and sand is, and I thought not sand, dirt and sun. I thought that was sand for a second, and I thought they were playing that card, and I was like, you son of a bitch. We also see some of the wildlife, including the, what's it called?
Oh, I can't remember. It's
that cat thing from the Coliseum.
The thing that scratches Padme's back.
Yes. And
in episode 2.
Yeah. I like how you say it like that, because people who have really bad priorities remember it as that, other than just being the animal that is in the Coliseum on Geonosis.
Well, I don't know. Something significant.
Oh, look, it cut her, right, so that we can see midriff. How surprising!
It's on the back.
Yeah.
Where's your midriff up here?
It's in the middle.
It's like, no, it's in the shoulders.
Shut up. We're moving forward.
It's a weird place to have midriff.
Shut up. We're moving forward. Also, happy birthday!
Oh, yeah.
You son of a bitch!
Yeah, I turned 18.
You are now legal here only! Because drinking age is 18 here.
Yeah.
Do you want your first one now?
Maybe another time, I don't know.
That's a damn shame. That's the definition of peer pressure right there. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Earn your stripes. Anyway, moving on. So they do that, and then they meet Cut, which is it's nice. First off, they get to the house, and it's got a very nicely done booby trapped. Booby trapped. It's always a weird way to say, because then people say boogie trapped, and then it's like, what are you doing? Booby trapped, and it's nice to see those droids. By the way, he used the droids that invaded his house with the booby trap, and then we see Cut and his wife. Reaction here.
The deserter.
Oh, is he not bad?
Why not? We're all deserters now.
That is a very good point. Oh, I wonder how their family went, though. Home ground defenses.
A booby trap.
Single trip wire. Ah, that's cute.
Easy, Wrecker.
Was that me?
What do we have here?
Oh.
More clones who've lost their...
There they are.
Yeah.
It's been a while, fellas.
But it only seems like Tech knew them, so...
What time does it say there?
It's 5:40.
5:40, okay. I don't have anything right now.
So... And we know there's not a lot of high drama things that happen in this episode in terms of, like, reaction-wise, so that's probably our only reaction. We're sorry. We'll try to be more expressive.
There's just not really anything to react
And pretty much
to.
moving forward with this episode, it's pretty run-of-the-mill. It's good because they investigate a town, which we actually hadn't seen, I don't think.
Yeah, we hadn't seen any
we stuck
sort
to
of
the jungles mostly.
Yeah, we hadn't really seen what civilization looks like.
Also, we find out, and this is a big thing as well, Rex was literally in Saleucami a day ago. Remember? Because he was there the day before.
Which made you think...
That, oh, right, okay, yes, I'll say the thing I think. So I think that, I thought for a moment, now I've actually since thought more about this, but the second I heard that, I'm like, oh, okay, so Cut's gonna die at some point. At some point in the show, I think that Cut could die. That being said, because the logic is when we see, oh god, by that logic, the whole Bad Batch could die. When we see Rex, he's with Gregor and Wolf. There is no Cut, there is no Bad Batch. Something goes wrong. Or that Rex respects Cut's wishes to stay with his family. That's the out you have. And honestly, the way they played this episode, that's the out. Yeah. That's a safe out.
Well, he's not going to leave his family.
But you know what? Like, sometimes people were forced to, but he was actually forced to then go and hide again. So
like
it's
a sort of thing, like, you know, I'm a clone, you know, for your own safety, I'm leaving.
You know what I mean? Yeah, kind
maybe,
of.
Maybe. That'd be the only way you
It's
could
more
do it.
of a, yeah, I guess
That
so.
really would be the only way you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, leave
but
your
anyway,
kids.
yeah,
See you
so, yeah, there's a bunch of character moments. We get to see, so this is something that I don't think it clicked with me, that they use these things to track people. The Empire does. And that is, okay, so first off, we go to the city, and we're still seeing the clone designs, which is nice because we're seeing them doing Imperial things, which is
They
like,
feel like
also, we got to
stormtroopers.
see one random Imperial officer talk, and y'all know how I feel about that. I love, the more Imperials, the better. Bring them on, bring them all.
Yeah.
But the thing with the tracking of people and giving them numbers, that is some Nazi Germany shit right there.
Yep.
That is, like, that is inhumane, but that's a good decision by Empire like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not good that you're doing it, but to build a villainous group, that's a good creative decision.
And that's what the Empire does.
It is all about control.
Yep.
Authoritarian.
Yeah.
Like, and also, too, we're not yet at the point, I think this is important, though, we're not yet at the point where they've been enlisting people.
No,
Because
not yet.
I actually look forward to that. Because I look forward to that moment where we have a group of people who are fighting against the Empire come across a group of people who are fighting for the Empire.
I see.
Because right now, we have blind loyalty. That's all we have.
Yep.
I think it'll be a very good character analysis of people and reasoning of why they fight. And because a lot of the time when you meet officers, a lot of them were elitists. Like, a lot of them were really high up elites. Ironically, the only one that wasn't like a real elite guy was Piet. Piet wasn't. Piet came from like nothing. I remember reading about this.
What do you mean by elitist?
Ozzo was an elitist. Fuck.
Like you mean like
they were like high class, rich, wealthy officers. Tarkin was rich as fuck.
I can think of 2 people right now that were not in that book.
Okay, who?
Thrawn.
Okay, Thrawn. Yes, I agree.
Governor Price.
Governor Price. Okay, Governor Price. I would say also worked on the more local level.
Governor Price hated the Empire.
It's worth noting, yes, but Governor Price worked more on the local
level. It
level.
explains it in the Thrawn novel. It's a good book. Please go read it.
Okay, but you know what I mean though. The people that are in high up, the only real high ranking ones other than Thrawn, but Thrawn has his own, you know what I mean, like baggage, shall we say? Yeah. But and he already has the claim. Piet has it. Piet was not an elitist. Piet worked for everything. That is why that apparently is one of the reasons why Vader was so patient with Piet. He hated Ozzel because Ozzel was just like bought his way up in the class. But Piet, he was like, okay, you're in command now, and I won't kill you yet. But anyway,
Ozzel bought the microtransactions.
But you know what I mean, though. Like it's okay.
Yeah.
But moving forward, yeah, no, this episode it's interesting. It's nice that they gave the wife of Cut some just at least a little bit of her shooting a sniper rifle. Because you know what? It's the little scenes sometimes that add character, that adds personality to your character, adds a gritness. And actually, seeing her hold a sniper adds gritness that she didn't have in the Clone Wars, I don't think. Because I think she was hiding with the kids, wasn't she?
She was hiding with the kids now.
Yeah. So that's impressive.
It also shows development. It's just like shit, you know, if we're going to be, you know, defending ourselves, I've probably got to learn how to do some of this shit.
It was giving me Numa vibes, actually.
Yeah.
Like seeing Numa,
yeah.
Like going from a point of not being willing to fight to somebody who can fight. It's good to see.
And one very important moment I find is when Omega gets scared by the cat thing.
Yeah.
That
did you hear what I was calling?
When Hunter goes to her and speaks to her like she was a soldier instead of as a child.
Yeah.
And then Cut.
That's the main message they're hammering.
Cut kind of shows like, you know, this is how you be more of a fatherly sort of figure.
And that actually is good. Why? That's a very good logical reason of why they had Cut be the first person they meet. Because if it was Rex, it would be a harder message. It would feel a lot more forced message to come across.
Yeah.
Rather than a clone trooper who's literally the definition of a father.
Yeah.
Like that's just good decision making right there. And we probably won't see Cut for a long time.
If we even
I don't think, because here's the thing. When you think about it, we don't need to see certain guest appearances often because they're all played by the same fucking human being. There's no like urge and rush to be like, we need to bring your character back, sir. It's like, no, you play every other character.
D. Bradley Baker's already here.
Yeah. D, could you do that pitch again? What do you mean? That's the one. But yeah.
Oh, where's the controller?
Well, I'll be damned. But yeah, no, it's a good episode. Having them break into the place, seeing more of Echo using hacking skills is good. I kind of wish this is a nitpick. I wish that one of the clone troopers would have shot one of them, not like killed them, obviously not. Shoot him in like the arm or something, or put like a scuff at least.
You want them to pose a little bit more of a threat.
Considering they just won a war.
Yeah.
They're literally on the tail end of winning a goddamn war. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, but there's obviously that Rex tease, like the verbal, and then like Omega. What's the deal with the thing on her head?
I don't know.
She seemed attached to it, and I don't know why.
But then she took it off, and we don't see her with it.
Yeah, but she seemed very broken up about it. So we need to figure more. We need more answers about her.
Tell us about the rock.
Yeah, tell us about the stone.
The rock. What is it?
Yeah, no, honestly, that's about it. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, it was good. It was just a good episode. It wasn't. It didn't need to be an amazing episode. It was only half an hour compared to like over an hour long. It was just good. It was just solid. We're sorry we didn't have any reactions. There was we were a little nervous. Like we didn't find a lot that really got us like shocked.
Yeah, And I'm not that surprised that they immediately kind of tried to slow it down.
How many
a bit.
episodes are there in this?
I believe it's 14.
Okay. And let's compare that to Mandalorian, which runs on an 8-episode basis. They need to stretch it out and be patient.
Yeah, well, with animated shows, you normally get longer seasons.
Yes, that's true.
Usually, that's nice. We get more Star Wars.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of things you can do with that amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
Do they go for an hour-long finale?
I think so. I think they could.
Yeah, they could. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we didn't see any Crosshair. I was a little surprised.
We will.
I thought we might see, like, I like those ships that pick up other ships. That's cool.
Oh, the Imperial, the transports that can like, pick up AT-ATs and TIE fighters.
Well, no. They had, like, a barrier thing. Or is that the same?
Oh, you're talking about the thing in the episode. Like the...
No, I was thinking of something completely different.
I thought you were talking about some other Imperial
No,
ship,
I was
like
thinking
saying, like,
that...
oh, I hope we see that.
No, I was thinking of the thing we saw there.
You're talking about the ship,
Yeah.
the ship transporter thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's good.
It's nice to know that Star Wars has
The cockpit is a lot like the...
It's nice to know that Star Wars has a tow truck.
It is.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's a tow truck.
It's different than a tow truck, Carter. It's a fascist tow truck. Come get your car, you swine.
I'm not even gonna ask what the real world equivalent of that is.
Probably.
No.
I'm not gonna say what it's called, but it was probably made by Volkswagen.
Oh boy.
For the time, not now. I really should have clarified. But yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm wrong.
There's really.
Tell me I'm wrong. Anyway.
There's not much more.
Yeah. So, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to this channel, because we really do appreciate it. And we're going to be covering pretty much every episode of Star Wars The Bad Batch. We're also going to do Mighty Ducks at some point. And we do every Jets game. And I get very hyper on the Jets game. Or I just get drunk, like last one.
Or a bit of both.
Like last one.
Yeah.
Don't forget to comment down below your thoughts on this episode. We love talking about it. We answer every single goddamn comment.
And every single Instagram DM as well.
Yes, they don't happen as on. Oh, yeah, follow us on Instagram, No Knock Podcast.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, and we will see you next time.